Welcome into the ring for another week. This is Fish on a Heater. This is Dr. Trotter to my right. This is a format where we take a carryover champion from somewhere in Australia or New Zealand, and they get to pick a meta and take on a new challenger from somewhere else in Australia or New Zealand in a best of 5 using that meta. Whoever wins best out of 5 will carry on to become the new champion for next week. Dr. Trotter, who are our competitors this week?
Yeah, so we've got our carryover champ, not Randy Newman, had some really close battles against Engineer 6 last week, and he is coming up against, I don't want to say one of, I'm going to say it's one of Engineer's friends in DarthKyloRyan, or just Ryan, as I think we've been told to call him. Yeah, that's right, from the producers. Yes, keep it down. So I've only battled Ryan a handful of times, and either been absolutely dominated or just come away with the win. So a really, really good battle. I think he's very highly ranked on the Silph rankings. So really looking forward to seeing what they get up to this evening with those two just really good battlers.
Yeah, he is actually the highest ranked battler that we have ever had on the ring. He is ranked number 69 in the world when we check.
Classic.
Yeah.
You can't write that material, can you?
Yeah, and he is the first ace that we've had on the ring for this season.
Yeah, I mean, ace, there's only a handful of people who've just sort of hit that ace ranking. 3 months, are we three? Yeah, 3 cups in on Silph,
Yep.
So
Yep.
well done to him.
And so, not Randy Newman being the champ coming in for his 4th go around, he has decided to stick with the theme that he has gone with the last few weeks, which is cups that were voted on during the Silph Arena off-season. And this one is the Duet Cup. So the Duet Cup is Pokemon that can't evolve or can only evolve once. And there are a whole slew of bands. They are no Megas, Shadows, Legendaries, Mythicals, Skarmory, Altaria, Medicham, Tropius, or Galarian Stunfisk. So that is kind of like a who's who of the top of the meta. So they've basically taken out everything that centralizes a meta, and that has allowed a bit more of an open meta to explore in.
Yeah, and I think that's I really like that in A Cup. Having that openness available to you is really good. Did you say is Azu banned? Because that's only got a single tier.
No, it hasn't. So Azumarill is allowed. Interesting.
Just ban it anyway. Hopefully no one picked it.
Yeah.
No one wants to see more Azu metas.
Yeah, I mean, no one will miss it. May as well ban it. And you know what? Not Randy Newman. He gets to pick the rules. He could have said, "Oh yeah, I'll chuck Azu into the ban list as well."
Yeah, but I mean, if Altaria, Skarmory, Medicham, and G-Fisk are all out, like Azu counters all of those, right?
Yeah, that's right. So it means less for Azu to do.
Maybe less.
We'll see how we go. Let's see what the teams are. We've got the Scrafty, Whimsicott, Alolan, Marowak, Galvantula, Mantine, and Whiscash from Not Randy Newman. DarthKyloRyan is going with Umbreon, Mantine, AWAC, Ferrothorn, Galvantula, and Alolan Ninetales. So if you're just looking at counters for the Azu, hard counters for the Azu, the Ferrothorn and the Galvantula are really your only 2 there. I mean, Azu could fit quite well in this lineup. You do have, I guess, the Whimsicott could be a softer counter, but I think that Ice Beam is going to actually, do too much work before the Whimsicott can get to, any grass knots or anything like that. So I guess Azu can counter the Whimsicott as well. But anyway, this isn't...
The Razor Leaf.
Oh, yeah, it could be a Razor Leaf.
Too, so you might look at the teams and go, yeah, Umbreon's the only thing that Charm's really helping me for. How about I just go Razor Leaf?
That's a good point, because as we know, players can TM their Pokemon after they see the teams before they start battling. So that is a very, very good point. It can give him some extra coverage against Mantine. At the moment, really Galvantula is Randy's only Mantine counter, so I think Razor Leaf would be very, very helpful in helping to counter the Mantine from Ryan.
Yeah, but Mantine, such a long. It's a long haul when there's Mantines involved. So strap yourselves in. No, I think Whimsicott having access to Seed Bomb as well gets those charge moves
Seed
off a
Bomb?
little bit quicker. Yeah, his Seed Bomb
No,
and
it
Grass
doesn't have
Knot
Seed. Does it have
and
Seed Bomb?
Dazzling Gleam.
No, hey, I'm heading to the PvP poke here.
Yeah,
It does not have
let's get
Seed
up
Bomb,
here,
surely.
bro. I'm pretty sure it has a Seed Bomb.
Uh,
Bring it up. Bring it up.
when...
Not even gonna do it myself. I will.
So we don't want fast moves, we want charge moves. So it doesn't actually show up on the stream here. I'm looking at this list. It's got Grass Knot, Moonblast, and Hurricane are the 3 moves it's got.
Oh no, I'm thinking of what's the smaller version of it?
Cottony?
Cottony. Doesn't Cottony have Seed Bomb?
Let's find out.
Please, one of them have Seed Bomb. I need to hold some sort of,
Yeah.
Yes,
Cottony's got
Cottony
Grass
does.
Knot and Seed Bomb.
Too
And
much time in
Energy
Little
Ball as
Cup.
well.
It's that little cup coming through.
Alright, so, let's see. I'm predicting, to be honest, I think this is going to be, I think we've had a meta like this before, where it's going to be an RPS, a rock, paper, scissors between the Garvantula, the Mantine, and the Marowak on both players' teams. Obviously, they all very hard counter each other. What do you think?
Yeah, it does, and I think Not Randy Newman has the best option for a switch up in that Scrafty because it can take out that AE whack on Ryan's side, but it's also gonna, if Ryan tries to switch things up and go with Ferrothorn or Umbreon, it also counters them pretty hard. So I feel like, yeah, Not Randy Newman has that as the better switch up of the movesets with the Pokemon.
Yeah,
as well
but
as,
then I guess the fear of that Scrafty coming in would probably likely keep Ryan from experimenting with the Ferrothorn or the Umbreon.
Could possibly. Hopefully it doesn't. Now, hopefully our battlers are prepared to change up their teams a little bit. No one wants to see 5 battles, the same thing happening over and over again.
And you know what? Talking with, and I do want to bring this up, talking with not Randy Newman before he did his battles, he was telling me how he wished he had picked Bastiodon for his team because, and he didn't because he was expecting Ryan to bring a counter user or a Mudboy, which would very hard counter it. But if he had gone with the Bastiodon, that would be a really, really good pick against this team. That would absolutely break that call.
Yeah, Bastiodon, Wall, no G-Fix, no Azu. It's solid. Obviously, like you said, any counter users, any Mudboys. Although Whiscash is probably the only. Quagsire. Yeah, Quagsire as well. But
Yeah, that's right.
actually, pretty much
Gastrodon?
all of them but the starters. Let's
Yeah.
just stop here because there's heaps.
But yeah, Bastiodon would beat all 3 of that main core that we were talking about, so that'd be an interesting one. So that's our prediction is those 3 Pokemon and then possibly a Scrafty thrown in. Let's see how we go. Battle number 1, not Randy Newman going for win number 4 on the ring, and we've got the Mantine against, here we go, the Umbreon from DarthKyloRyan's side. So, and it's a wing attack Mantine. That is a spicy little pick. DarthKyloRyan running the foul play on his Umbreon, so that'll give it a little bit more shield pressure. But then Mantine is so tanky that it doesn't really feel that pressure too often, whether it's Dark Pulse or foul play. The Bubble Beam coming through, and it's never going to be shielded with Umbreon being as tanky as it is. It has no need to shield that first move, whatever it is. Now another Bubble Beam coming through, looking to really debuff the absolute bejesus out of this Umbreon. Dr. Trotter, do you see that as the right move to go with, or would you try and hit it up with some Ice Beams from here?
Oh wow, yeah, I would just turn those foul plays from Ryan's side, but switches into the Mantine for the mirror, and wow, not really Newman going the Bubble Beam, not willing to throw that Ice Beam yet, and I mean the fast move for the flying move is definitely going to do a little bit more damage than the bubbles, which they're
both running wing attack.
They're both running wing attack. Oh my goodness. I mean, that almost makes you feel a bit more confident about throwing that AWAC out there.
That's a good point. I think Mantine still does win fairly comfortably, but yeah, the AWAC definitely has more play at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if you can farm something down with the AWAC and then throw like a million Shadow Bones, it's just going to be amazing. Oh, it lands the Ice Beam on DarthKyloRyan. So, I mean, he's upper shield, Ryan is, but I mean, he's taken a little bit more damage, and look, this Ice Beam surely would take it out from here, Fish.
Oh, there's been some debuffs. Look at that. Gets another couple of wing attacks in. So that actually works quite well for DarthKyloRyan. And now going to send out the Whiscash. Now, unfortunately for the Whiscash, it has to build all the way up to a Blizzard because that Mud Bomb is just not going to do the job from there, especially after it's been bubble beamed. I mean, what's 0 divided by 0.8 or something? Because that's just not going to do anything either way. So it gets to that Blizzard. And this is going to be the end of the Mantine. I didn't see, did DarthKyloRyan have any shields left? Or was that it?
No, he's got 2.
He's got two. Yeah, wow. He hasn't used any shields yet. He's packing it. Now, out comes the Ferrothorn. Ryan is in a good position. Randy does have the AWAC, but unfortunately for him, it's just going to be that hard counter in the back situation. Ryan has got this locked up. This Umbreon is going to have its way with the Marowak, and then that Mantine is... the Ferrothorn is going to have its way with the Whiscash. Really not much that Randy can do here.
Well, one thing I can say is you're right, Fish. It is definitely one of those RPS situations, but not at all the one that we thought we'd encounter.
Hey, we got 2, right? We got Marowak and Mantine.
Got Marowak and Mantine on one side, right? But yeah, definitely Ryan happy to get away from what we thought would have been that really core matchup here. And this foul play will be enough to take out not Randy Newman. And I mean, there's absolutely nothing that Whiscash can do here. I mean, he's down a shield. He's got a heap of energy, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I think Randy's just happy to let this one go. Hopefully this foul play takes.
So I'm just gonna put the little Pokeball next to DarthKyloRyan now.
Pop that one up there.
And then
let's it go.
And then suddenly, like, Dialga comes in from the side and takes it over for not Randy Newman.
Even Randy Orton couldn't save this one for not Randy Newman.
Alright, so this will take out not Randy Newman. That Power Whip is going to take out... take that little bit of health that Whiscash had and multiply it by 700, and you'd get the amount of damage that Power Whip just did right there. So that is battle number 1 going to DarthKyloRyan. Number 69 in the world, taking out battle number 1.
Yeah, and now what's interesting is he had Umbreon and Ferrothorn. I'm predicting, not Randy Newman's like, that's it, I'm bringing Scrafty, and then Ryan is going to either bring in... I mean, Mantine with Wing Attack is going to do pretty well, but I think we might even see that Ninetales pop out, Fish.
Oh, yeah, okay, so you think he's predicting the Scrafty coming out. So do you think that might have been his plan? Or, I mean, number 69 in the world, this is the high-level thinking that he could be doing. Maybe he deliberately did that to entice Randy to bring out that Scrafty so that he could hard counter that.
Oh, man, maybe. I really think he was hoping that using that Ferrothorn as the counter to the Mantine as opposed to the Galvantula, because he doesn't need to shield, whereas the Galvantula probably will need to shield up at least once.
Is that right?
Yeah, with the wing attacks being super effective and then getting to an ice beam.
Wing attack's neutral.
Neutral?
Yeah.
Flying. Bug. Grass. Oh yeah, the electric type.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. An ice beam would
take an ice beam.
So, could the wing attack, could the Mantine get out an ice beam before the Galvantula gets to a discharge?
No, definitely not. But it can shield once and then get to the ice beam.
To that, yeah.
Force a shield, you know.
So it can force an even shield situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, but although then I guess the risk is doing that, then you're left open for a farm down from those discharges, just from the volt switches, sorry.
Yeah, you're right. All right, let's go battle number 2. DarthKyloRyan is up, and we have ourselves a whack-off. That's right. 2 Fire Spin AWACs.
You can't say whack off. Come on, dude.
All right, so look at that! That Shadowbone is going straight through on to DarthKyloRyan, and now all Randy needs is the Bone Clubs, and that Bone Club does get through before KyloRyan can send out his recover, Trotter, recover. So before he can get out his charge moves as well. So Ryan opting to use that shield because he needs to unleash some of that energy. Randy Newman not shielding himself, which may have been a good decision, because look at this. This Umbreon comes out, and now this Galvantula is going to pressure the crap out of it. So this foul play is going to come in. It's not going to feint this Galvantula. Randy opting to use that shield now, though. He had 2 to spend. So now he's going to get to that lunge, and that is going to do a wealth of damage to that Umbreon. And it's going to drop that attack. So the foul play is going to do even less to the Galvantula now. One more lunge is going to do it. So Randy is in a pretty good position right now. That Marowak is in the back for Ryan with very, very little health left. Randy has got a very, very little health whack himself. But now this lunge is going to come out, building a little bit more and getting it off. Very nice extra farm up there, getting 1 extra Volt Switch worth of energy before the Umbreon could fire off that foul play. And now it is going down. What comes out next?
Yeah, you got to throw the Marowak here. You got to get rid of that Galvantula, knowing that there is that Mantine in the back, and we do get the shield here. And can we get a farm down just with? And it does. And
a switch out.
Sorry, a switch into
That's a switch out.
And lunge actually does a surprisingly large amount of damage to Ferrothorn here. Oh, and it's debuffed now. Is it going to get to another one? I mean, Power Whip's enough to take it out from here for sure.
Yeah, easily. So, Randy's still in a very commanding position. Somehow still has that Marowak in play. Doesn't opt to use it. He's going to bring out that Mantine. Now, he doesn't know what that second move is on Ferrothorn, but now the Marowak comes out. And look at that! Wonderfully timed! That Bone Club is coming out before that Ferrothorn can get out that extra charge move. So there goes that last shield. And now even maybe a Bubble Beam might be good for him. That's fine, because now that Mantine can come in and finish the job.
Yeah, but a DarthKyloRyan, a CMP tie there, if he had his time again, he would have thrown earlier or just gone completely for the farm down here. When does get off that Bubble Beam to take it out here. DarthKyloRyan not quite getting to that Power Whip, would have done a good amount of damage, and down it goes. And I mean, yeah, there's nothing this AWAC can do here. He's tapping that bubble furiously. Bubble Beam, sorry. And yeah.
Yeah, and that takes it out.
So Randy Newman squaring that one up, 1-1. And we didn't see the Scrafty fish.
Yeah, we saw, what did we see? We saw the AWAC on both sides. We had the Galvantula. Did they both have the Mantine? No.
No, Ferrothorn.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so very, very similar to. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing as what we were saying before with the Galvantula, Mantine, and AWAC. It's just Ferrothorn instead of the Galvantula. Really does the same thing. Still beats the Mantine. Still loses hard to the AWAC. I'm surprised that DarthKyloRyan is running Flash Cannon on his Ferrothorn. There's really not much. The only thing it's gaining with Flash Cannon is the Whimsicott. So I don't know if he was expecting to see more Whimsicott during this battle.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe, I guess if it goes unshielded on the Galvantula, it's going to be better, but it's hard to get to that point.
It is, yeah. It takes more energy. It does hit harder than Thunder, but I do like the coverage of Thunder better. I think Thunder might have been probably a better move. It can also hit back on the AWAC if you get that locked in.
Yeah, I mean, and even then, it's not that much DP difference of the Flash Cannon and the Thunder versus Galvantula. So,
really?
Yeah, I completely...
Even though Flash Cannon's resisted?
Flash Cannon's 0.88 DP, and Thunder's 0.78.
On a Marowak?
No, on a Galvantula, sorry.
Okay, sure.
Talking to the Galvantula matchup. Yeah, on the Marowak, yeah, obviously. Thunder.
Yeah.
Don't flash cannon, whatever you do.
Okay, so having seen what we've seen, is there anything you would try to break that core on either side?
I would be very surprised if we don't see Ryan bringing in that Galvantula. Now, you saw how much work it did. Yeah, Galvantula, Ferrothorn, Mantine is probably what you're looking at on Ryan's side. But I mean, he almost needs that Marowak to take out the opposing Galvantula. So it's
Yeah,
awkward. It's awkward.
that's what I mean.
We could be drifting into that meta now.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, looking at the team lineups, Ryan's Mantine is probably the most important Pokemon on his roster because that will beat the Scrafty, the Whimsicott. I think, depending on whether it's running Razor Leaf, it'll beat the Whiscash, it'll beat the Marowak. The only thing it's not beating is the Galvantula, and of course the mirror match is either way. But yeah, that Mantine is essential for Ryan. If he wants to bring that, then that kind of everything else falls in place.
Yeah, and it's not essential for not running human. Like, if he wants to be that Marowak, he can bring that Scrafty, he can bring that Whiscash, Galvantula. Like, there's other options there. You know?
Yeah. All right. Let's. And by the way, I didn't point out before. Not Randy Newman since last week's episode has gone up to Challenger tier as well in the arena for this season. So well done to Not Randy Newman. Let's go into battle number 3, and here we go! It's that Scrafty that Dr. Trotter was begging for, and it is matched in against the Ferrothorn from DarthKyloRyan. Ryan not panicking. He is just building up a bit of energy before, I assume, switching out. He will switch out eventually. That power-up punch going to come through, and again, Ryan still not worried about it. Ryan's still going, and wow, okay, going for the flash cannon. So he's revealing that second move now. Randy not panicking. Let's see how much damage this does. It does a fair chunk, so it takes it into the yellow, and now there is no more mystery about that. So now the power-up punch coming in. So this is a double-buffed power-up punch, double-buffed counter coming in now. It is still going to be resisted by the Galvantula. Dr. Trotter, you're making an interesting face there. What are you thinking?
Why not throw the power whip? It's better energy. Like, his Ferrothorn has no energy to speak of. It's done. You know.
Yeah, that's perfectly fair.
And down goes Scrafty here, and I mean, you got to bring in Galvantula here, right? I mean, Mantine is just going to get absolutely destroyed.
Yeah. So, hang on, what's going on here? All right, what is Randy thinking? What is the plan? Okay, catches the discharge. That's a good move. I like it. So the discharge is obviously doing a lot less damage, and he's avoiding that lunge debuff. So that was very well done. Unfortunately, Ryan had more energy than that and is firing that second lunge now, and now the shield comes out. But you know what? It's still a net gain for Randy because it's only one debuff instead of 2. Unfortunately, it looks like that... Oh, look at that! Ryan now doing the same thing back. He's going, anything you can do, I can do better. And so this lunge is going to take out the Ferrothorn. And do you think Ryan might have figured out that there might be a Mantine in the back now?
Well, Ryan saw it. He's taken.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Well, yeah, of course.
With two volt switches, so he's got to be sitting pretty confident now that his this Galvantula's in the driver's seat here. You're almost thinking you got to switch out here
to catch the move.
And to just keep your Galvantula alive. It's the thing that's going to completely pressure that Mantine. Yeah, so you have the shield.
So we're going to get that shield now. Switches out now. So interesting that he didn't try and catch that next foul play, because that would have put him in an even better position. So now we've got the Mantine versus the Umbreon, and going for the debuff. Ooh, interesting.
Bait not landed.
What was that?
Bait does not go through. So no shit. Oh wow, and an instant switch. That's what Ryan was waiting for. He was waiting for his switch timer to be up, because now his Umbreon is absolutely loaded with energy to take out, and he's got a shield, so he's going to absolutely annihilate Not ready Newman. Oh, laggage, a bit of lag there.
Oh, he's
And
just
then,
going the farm down as well.
yeah, had to go for it. I mean, both players, that was the right thing to do to at least try for it.
Yeah, absolutely. So that Scrafty does. I mean, the Scrafty went in against exactly what he wanted, and interestingly, so Ryan brought the Umbreon and the Ferrothorn, and the Scrafty still was not enough to win that one for Randy.
Well, he didn't have a Galvantula counter in the back. If he had had AWAC or even Whiscash to a lesser extent, could have brought them in and just put heaps of pressure on that Galvantula. But without being able to switch at the same time, so if he switches to his Galvantula counter, he's always going to be 1 volt switch behind. So he's always in a losing sort of situation there.
Yeah, that's why we listen to you, Dr. Trotter. That, and you've got your own merch. You know your man is worth listening to if he's got his own merch. Let's look into battle number 4. DarthKyloRyan is on the edge of a victory here, taking away that win, that champion seat from not Randy Newman. Let's go, and what a lead for Randy. Now, he's been in this position before. He's won the hard lead before. So Ryan is... Oh, wow, he's brought the A-Tails, and now here comes AWAC to melt it. So a Psyshock will do a decent amount of damage, but really, it's going to survive. And I would think that the AWAC doesn't even have to shield here. Let's find out if Randy feels the same way.
Very good play here from Randy.
Yeah, excellent work.
And now he knows he's in farm down territory too, and like he'll be over 100 energy. Shout out to Jiggly Dad, over 100 energy. And I mean, Mantine's coming in, so oh no, he throws the Umbreon. Wow, we get lag or what's going on here, Fish?
Oh yeah, well I mean the lag, it was mutual lag, but it seemed to help out Randy Newman because I feel like he was going to throw the Shadow Ball and then just went ahead and went the Bone Club. Interestingly, Shadow Ball still Shadow Bone still does more damage per energy, I believe, than the Bone Club, because Bone Club is that bad a move.
It is pretty bad.
Yeah, I would like to check that. If Randy wins, I would like to check that before we go into battle number 5, just to make sure. I know Shadow Ball is definitely a high DPE option. I don't necessarily know about Shadow Bone. So that Umbreon takes out the rest of that Marowak and didn't really care how much energy the Marowak had. Now this Mantine, this is a much more even matchup. So Randy does not have that Scrafty in as a hard counter. Let's see, they're just firing the charge moves back and forth now. This is going to be a bit of a slugfest. Trotter, how do you see the rest of the battle playing out from here?
I would like to see... Oh, no, he doesn't switch. Now that DarthKyloRyan had used all his energy, I would have liked to have seen a switch into that Galvantula to just put the lunge pressure on Umbreon, because Umbreon's going to be forced to shield everything to stay alive, because Mantine in the back cannot take any electric damage at all. With this many shields here, it's really a tough spot, I think, for DarthKyloRyan to be in. And a lovely no shield here from not Randy Newman. I actually really like this.
Yeah,
and
this is beautiful.
Oh no, he gets a bubble beam.
Well, so this is going to just make it even harder for the Mantine to come across over that Galvantula, because now here it comes. Both players have 2 shields. This can just be the farm down. He doesn't even need to go the debuff, but he's doing it anyway.
Oh, he's got the lunge.
He's got the lunge.
Oh wow, just really rubbing it into DarthKyloRyan.
Yeah, he really does not need to do that. He can just double shield here and farm down. Although, okay, yeah. Maybe...
he needs 1 shield in the back for that Umbreon.
Yeah, but if he's farmed down, he'll have like 2 lunges ready to go.
Yeah. No, but I'm talking about on the other side. Like he needs 1 shield because there is a foul play ready to go here. So you shield this and just throw your 2 lunges.
Yeah, but Gav will win the CMP.
Yeah, but if he doesn't have any shields, because if he used them both, so what DarthKyloRyan really needs to do is throw the Ice Beam second and take that last shield. But here we are. It's too late. Shield's up, and it's going to be a discharge or a lunge to take it out, and he's thrown the lunge. I would have thrown the discharge, a bit of fun. Uh,
I don't know how fun it is just throwing the lesser move just for the sake of it.
Oh, well, I mean, I would have to ask, though, technical, throwing the sludge wave onto the Bastiodons.
Okay, so what were we gonna look up? It was oh shoot, I've already forgotten.
Versus Marowak.
The Shadow Bone versus Shadow
Bone.
Ball. I've got PvP poke up here.
Yeah.
On the recording, so we want Marowak. We've got onto a resisted Pokemon, Umbreon. So with Shadow Bone, the Bone Club's doing 0.45 DPE, and the Shadow Bone is 0.53, so it's still a higher DPE. The Shadow Ball, I believe, is the same. 0.54 DPE versus the 0.45. So yeah, the Ghost move, better way to go.
Yeah,
Get more bang for your buck.
More damage? If you get 2 Shadow Bones, it's 52. If you get 3 Bone Clubs, however, it's 34 plus 17. So 3 Bone Clubs will do more damage than just the 2 Shadow Bones.
But it does take more energy than 2 Shadow Bones. 2 Shadow Bones will require 90 energy, whereas 3 Bone Clubs requires 105.
Yeah, but if you can get to 3 Bone Clubs, but you can't get to the 3rd Shadow Bone, 3 Bone Clubs is still the better.
Yeah, fair enough.
Except for that defense debuff that Shadow Bone offers. So I think that's the, it's like Togekiss. Do I throw the Ancient Power for the boost? I'm going for the boost.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, so we are on to battle number 5. We are 2-2 apiece. This is super exciting. On this, our New Year's Day extravaganza. It doesn't get more exciting than this. We've got a 3-time champ coming back for his 4th win, which would put him equal 2nd on the leaderboard. We've got the man wearing his own name on his head. We've got a man wearing a singlet on a kind of on a show that many people are seeing. We've got there's just, it's all happening here. Let's get into battle number 5. Here we go. It is the Mantine versus the Marowak. So KyloRyan has got the upper hand to start off with.
No.
Now we've got, here we go. Trotter saw it before I did. The Galvantula switching. The Mantine switching, and then the Galvantula counter switch. So Randy going for that KO. And, hang on. Ryan not shielding. Oh no! This could switch the whole thing up. So now he could shield. I think it's still going to get to... Wow, he does still get the farm down. So that is crazy. Now, it might not be able to use all of its energy here. I think if Randy wants to get out the... Oh, but hang on. That Marowak did not get off a 5-spin. It did not. So I will be able to get off both of its moves here. Look at that. Gets off the other move, goes for the lunge, gets the debuff, and then fires off the discharge.
Yeah, that's a rough spot for not Randy Newman to be in. Hard loss of the lead, and then hard countered with the switch in. And
Ryan can do whatever he wants here. So he hasn't seen the Galvantula yet. This is good for Randy. Actually, no. The fact that he's now switched into that Galvantula, that is not as good. If he'd managed to keep that hidden for the back, if he'd figured out that Ryan had the Mantine in the back, then that would have been very good for him, and he might have been able to flip that. Now it's going to be very, very difficult. That lunge is going to hurt, so Ryan opting to use the shields there, and those lunges are going to come a lot quicker than those foul plays. By a lot quicker, I mean 1 move quicker. But... let's see how this plays out. Both deciding to use their shields.
No!
Wow! Okay, so the debuffed foul play not doing that much damage to the Galvantula. It's gotten it to a point where it can take it. This lunge is not going to be debuffed, so it's going to be doing exactly the same amount of damage. So 1 more lunge is going to do it, and both players have 1 shield left. Oh, hang on, we got the switch. Now the Mantine comes out, and Randy is ready for it, throws the discharges. Does Ryan see it coming? He does use that shield. Wow, this is heating up, and now we've got the switch in. Marowak coming in, and the bubble beam is going to hurt a lot. Randy Newman opting not to use that shield. Oh man, Dr. Trotter, is this decided yet?
No,
Is
we are far from decided here, because he really needs to farm up like a ton of energy on the Galvantula take out.
Who does, Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan needs. No, sorry, not Randy Newman needs to, like, you leave that HP. He needs to get that Galvantula in there straight away to farm up energy to be able to land a lunge to take out the opposing Umbreon. And now he's going to be forced to farm down. Oh, and throws the bait. Can he farm down? He's got to have to shield.
I mean, a bubble beam would take it out from here. Bait or not? I mean, this isn't really bait anymore.
Oh,
and there it is! Wow, that Umbreon coming in with the energy all built up, burning that last shield and taking it home. DarthKyloRyan in a thriller, taking out battle number 5, becoming the new ring champion. That was insane. Not Randy Newman has brought us some amazing battles in his time, but now we have a new champion, and it's someone who's not even Australian or New Zealand.
Oh, get him out of here. I'm done. No. Congrats to Ryan. That was really well played. I think not Randy Newman needed to actually stay in with the Galvantula and use the AWAC as like a sack swap. Like, when that was the only chance he had to win that matchup, was farm the absolute heck out of that Mantine and then sack swap the AWAC.
Mm-hmm.
But here we are. We got a new champion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Orlando, Florida does not really fit in your classical Arena Australis geography area.
So Ryan came to us around Continental's time last season, where we were running a practice tournament, and he was just looking for any practice he could get. So he joined us, and we didn't have any way of filtering who was actually from Australia or who wasn't. So he got through and became part of the family. Now he's one of us. We accept him as one of our own. So he was more than welcome onto the ring, and now I think he's set himself up for a pretty long stay.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's got a big sword. Gotta be careful. Never trust somebody who owns a sword.
I mean, you know the saying, the hat is mightier than the sword.
Is it?
That was another joke on your merch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What a way to end! Just nailing that dismount. If you want to go on the ring and take on DarthKyloRyan, then head to the Arena Australis Discord server. There's a link in the description below. Head to join a lobby and click on the little circle that indicates the ring. We'll put out a call there every single week looking for new challenges, and once you respond to that call out, we will pick someone at random to come on and perform. We hope to see you then. Have a good 2021.
Good night.